What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. We are still examining the crime scene. We spoke with a lot of people here and examined the crime scene, but we have yet to speak with the journalists. So why don't we speak with them? What a story. Would you look at that? Those folks have done turned green. Maybe they're sick or something, but their clothes are green too. Well, I'll be. Their clothes are all green too. I reckon this ain't no ordinary disease. You picked up on something good. Looks like you're taking it to the next level. What the fuck are they talking about? It looks like there's no way we'll be getting a word in. Not that I have any desire to intervene. Wait, are you serious? Wait, but there's no one left to talk to. Wait. This bear-shaped igloo is both cute and scary at the same time. I hereby declare this a bear glue. It looks as though this igloo could fit 3 people inside. Yeah, I bet you could live up to 3 years in this bear glue. 3 years. What about the summertime? The igloo would melt. Mr. Edgeworth, say that again. Say that one more time. The igloo would melt. Oh, these things are awesome. When you go to a playground, I'm always on these things. Which is great, because I'm 6 feet tall. So I'm a 6 foot tall person on a 1 foot tall springy thing. Springy animal. Which usually just, like, falls. If I lean, it just completely falls to the ground. It's hilarious. These playground toys are modeled after hare and a tortoise like from the fable. The tortoise and the hare competed in a race, and in the end the hare lost. And now for something completely different. It's time for a K-quiz. Why did the hare lose? There are 3 choices. I already know the answer. It's because the hare took a nap. 1. The hare's favorite shoes were stolen by the Yatagarasu. 2. The tortoise trained with the Yatagarasu until it became faster than the hare. Unbeknownst to the 2 animals, the Yatagarasu stole the victory from the shadows. Those are my only choices. Is it too hard for you? Okay, I'll give you a hint. It starts with the TH. She wants me to pick number 3. Nope! The turtle was too distracted because he killed the Yatagarasu, and so the rabbit won. It's a swing decorated with the face of an elephant. It looks like there's some kind of motor attached to the other side of the elephant. There's one thought that has crossed the minds of every top-class swinger. If only I could do a full 360. With that powerful motor rotating the swing, that dream can finally be achieved. Rotating with a motor. But wouldn't that be dangerous? Mr. Edgeworth, you can't fulfill your dreams unless you're willing to take some risks. Is that the real problem here? Boop, 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 bop, 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 bop. I've already spoken with everyone. What do you want from me? I don't know. What I'm supposed to be doing? I do not know. Ba 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 ba. I mean, fine, these are completely irrelevant, but I'll connect them because I'm running out of options here. That's what I thought. Okay. Ba ba beady ba ba. Da da dee da boo. Da da da. A flower bed. According to the data, this facility had 3 gardens. And each of these gardens contained 3 flower beds. Well, that's an interesting number to give me. The way these flower beds are lined up. Have I seen this arrangement somewhere before involving my logic that has another thing with the I started the sentence strong, and then it sort of devolved into a pile of garbage. Oh wait, what's this now? What's this yellow flower? Why is there a single flower here? Bum. That is a lion lily. It's a very rare type of lily. Did you say lion lily? That's the flower Miss Courtney gave to the president. What's it doing here? Could it be just a coincidence? If I recall, the lion lily originates from Asia. In the language of flowers, it means the bond between parent and child. I never knew you were so familiar with flowers. That much is common sense. You're simply lacking in your studies, Miles. You know, I'm getting this really weird feeling that the president killed him. Getting this really weird vibe. Logic, yes! 3 footprints, 3 flower beds, boom. Perhaps this is the true nature of the monster's footprints. True nature. Compare the positions of the 3 footprints and the 3 flower beds on the left. The exposed areas of dirt match the areas where the flower beds were. So Blaze dug holes in front of where each of the 3 flower beds used to be. Exactly. Now, why would he do such a thing? I believe we have a piece of evidence that tells us why. Why did Blaze dig holes in the ground near the flower beds? Why did he dig holes? Well, what is there that Because he wants to dig, he wants to find something, but what is he? He wants to find, it's not the flowers. Something about Blaze. We need some evidence relating to Blaze. There are the gloves when he dug, but I don't think this is gonna be relevant. Okay, I get it. Alright, I'm an idiot. Stop rubbing it in! Stop! Why would he be digging? Alright, so let's sort these out by Blaze evidence. So, the chessboard, the Doggin Nightly thing, the gloves, maybe the truck, and that's it. So one of those has to be it, right? Nightly's mementos. What does Nightly have anything to do with this? Okay, I got it wrong. Alright, I'm sorry. Okay. So it seems like Nightly's coming back into this. The report from Patricia Rowland to Blaze DeBest. It said that something was laid to rest in front of the flower bed. So Blaze was following Miss Rowland's instructions to dig it up. But why would he dig up 3 holes? The report didn't state which of the 3 flower beds the item was in front of. So Blaze didn't know exactly where to dig. That's why he had to dig up all 3 spots. Most likely. I'm sure Blaze himself was none too happy about that. He went through all that trouble. I wonder what he was trying to dig up. Something was dug up. Brick and Blaze? Oh, that seemed pretty right. What is this black stuff? This pillar appears to be burnt. I was about to say, a pillar to be burnt. According to the files, it seems there was a fire on the evening of the incident. A fire? And you know how much Blaze likes to set things on fire. Let's see here. It says that one of the children at the orphanage spilled kerosene and set it on fire as a prank. Well, you know exactly who that was. If he was that old. I mean, it's hard to tell how old Blaze is. I guess that kid had far too much energy. And thanks to that, we can't make out any of the footprints near the main hall. Prior to the incident, a child's prank caused a fire on the facility grounds. We've learned pretty much all that we can about the situation at the time of the murder. In that case, is there another scene you'd like to recreate? Would you do the honors? I'd like you to recreate the scene when the victim witnessed the president's kidnapping. Right, I'll recreate the scene. Boom. Mr. Cameron is standing in the middle of the flower beds. And the president and his kidnapper are standing on the road. My old man based his initial investigation on this man's eyewitness testimony. As a result, it led him to believe that the kidnapping and this facility were related. And that's how he came to suspect the head of the orphanage, Patricia Rowland. Yeah. But in court, Blaze DeBest treated this testimony as if it meant nothing. Why would he do that? The president and his kidnapper were not standing inside the orphanage grounds. So a connection between the orphanage and the kidnapping was difficult to prove. It's not like they were seen inside the orphanage, after all. No matter how much evidence the detectives gathered... One second, I'm gonna drink something and take a breath here. Whenever I start having a hard time reading, it's usually a sign I need like a 5-minute break, but okay. No matter how much evidence the detectives gather at the crime scene, it doesn't mean squat if the prosecutor won't use it in court. Blaze had some kind of connection with Patricia Rowland. I figured they had some kind of deal going on. In other words, you think that Blaze was one of the kidnappers. But your father was convinced that Patricia Rowland was the culprit. Your father was a highly capable investigator, I presume. Might he have had some other basis for his conclusions, besides testimony? Yeah, I figure he did, but I have no idea what it was. My old man never really talked much about this case. Agent Lang's father, Dai Long Lang. President Huang's most trusted confidant. The truth he discovered was suppressed by Blaze DeBest. First, we must find that hidden truth. Ba 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 da ba. The snowman has 2 eyes. Oh, never mind. About the snowman. When we recreated the scene where Mr. Cameron was killed, it had already melted. Its scarf was all soggy and one of its button eyes was missing. Indeed, at this stage it appears that most of its original form was still intact. Although there's one spot that looks unnaturally lacking. Poor thing, I bet some naughty kid must have plucked it off. Although from a thief's perspective, that kid does have some promise. Was it plucked off by one of the children at the orphanage? No, perhaps. It was taken by an entirely different person altogether. Well, yeah, we already have the evidence. Come on now. Where is it? Eureka! This snowman. Wouldn't you say it's missing something? Its right eye's missing. Precisely. And what's more, that missing eye happens to be in our possession. The button that Mr. Cameron was holding onto. It's got the exact same design as the snowman's left eye. If we assume this button was indeed the snowman's eye, A huge contradiction arises. If this button is the snowman's eye, what contradiction arises? The location of the snowman. I mean, it's got blood on it. So you mean the snowman was actually in the middle of the garden, but there were no signs that it was moved. Oh, the location of the victim! The victim was holding on to the button. Furthermore, the button was stained with blood. In other words, he grabbed the button after he was attacked. For example, if we were to picture it in this way, after being struck in the back of the head, Mr. Cameron lost his balance. As he was falling, he reached out his hand towards the nearby snowman. But it could not support his weight, and he collapsed. That means Mr. Cameron was near the snowman when he was attacked. Indeed. At the very least, he must have been within arm's reach. However, it's quite clear that he would not have been able to reach it from his current position. But Mr. Cameron's footprints only lead towards the flower bed. Can we be certain that those footprints really are Mr. Cameron's? It seems we'll need to investigate them one more time. Understood. I'll recreate the time when the body was discovered. These footprints should match up with Mr. Cameron's shoes, right? Let's inspect them again. These footprints, are they really Mr. Cameron's? They're from size 11 shoes, and these huge footprints match up with Mr. Cameron's shoes. No matter how you look at it, they're moving steadily towards the center of the flower beds. But when Cameron was attacked, he grabbed the button from the snowman. Even with the Great Thief's peak human conditioning, your arm just can't stretch that far. Let alone an ordinary civilian, it'd be completely impossible. The footprints come from shoes worn by the victim, just as the case files say. But does that mean Mr. Cameron was the owner of these shoes? We should re-examine Mr. Cameron's shoes. But I'm gonna save that for tomorrow's episode. So stay tuned for... Oh wait, no, not tomorrow, next Monday. So stay tuned for the next episode, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.